Welcome back to the channel, everybody. This is the GXSimmer. We're on episode 3 of A Young Widow's Journey. In this episode, we are ready for a very special day. That's right. It's almost Sonia's birthday, and Phoebe is getting ready to plan her a party. It's summer day, fun day 3. It is about 5:30 in the afternoon. Phoebe's just spending some time with Sonia, trying to teach her a few things before she ages up to a toddler. And so far, so good. Sonia's done really well with her progression and her milestones. And as you can see, yes, it is almost Sonia's birthday. So because Phoebe wants to plan this party right, she's going to put down Sonia for the night, let her get some sleep. Her parents are her grandparents are kind of tired after a long day. And on Summer Fun Day 3, it looks like the most important thing we do is appreciate an object. And you get a day off from work and school for that. Now, that's what I call a holiday. Okay, so as we can see, what are you doing? Okay, you're turning off aging. All right, good. Which, as you know, sometimes I play with aging off. So Phoebe's just giving her daughter a bottle, and she's going to burp her. Leah and Javi look like they're kind of tired, and they're going to turn in early. Wow, 9:21 already. Wow, that went fast. Okay, so she's going to go ahead and put her down in her crib, and little Spud is going to follow them. And then we're going to see maybe Phoebe work on a book. So far, she's cranked out 3 excellent quality books. She's trying to complete her aspiration of being a best-selling author, and it's going pretty well. So here she goes. She's going to put her down for the night. Spud is right there. And, of course, he followed. Oh, he's going downstairs. Okay. So there she goes. She's putting her down for the night. And in the morning, she's going to plan little Sonia's birthday party. And they're going to have a nice birthday party for her. And she's going to age up to a toddler. Phoebe's also decided to do something else. She's really wanted to take a pottery class after hearing how much fun that her parents and Sam had in the last episode. And if you haven't seen Yes, We Are Open episode 9, you can go ahead and click that card that's right above my head. And also at the end of the video, there will be a link as well. I also have a link to it down in the description. But getting back to this video, Phoebe's putting her daughter to sleep with a little bedtime story. Now she's going to go upstairs. No, she's not. What is she doing? What are you doing? Oh, you're going to get a glass of water. Okay. She's going to have a glass of water, and then I think she's going to work on her book. And let's see which computer she goes to. Guaranteed she sits at Leah's computer. Okay, you're going to work on your book? Nope, you're going to go downstairs to put it away. Okay. And what is Javi doing? Javi looks like he's going to go, yep, Javi's going to go work out. Leah is sound asleep in her bed. Phoebe is sitting at her computer downstairs at the dining room table working on the next video. But she's got to go to the bathroom, so Leah's going to go to the bathroom. Spud is still on the table. I really hate that he's on the table. She's really got to break him of that. Do your cats do this? You know, when my cats were young, they used to jump up on counters a lot. And it took a lot to try to break them out of it. But eventually I did, and now they don't do it at all. I shouldn't say hardly, but they don't do it at all. But in the beginning, yeah, they were jumping on counters, they were jumping on tables. And it took a lot to get him to stop, but we eventually did. And he's such a cute cat. And she's giving him a little snuggle and a kiss.
Oh, dag.
Phoebe is just about finished with her book. In the meantime, she's thinking about her father. She's actually thinking about what her father said about pottery class. So she's kind of excited about going to it and trying it out. Leah's like, yeah, that sounds like fun. I think we'll have a good time there. And now she's going to go back to bed. Meanwhile, Phoebe's going to finish up her book. Javi is still working out. And Sonia is sound asleep. All is right with the world. This is kind of funny. When Phoebe does her macabre thing, It scares Spud. That's kind of funny. And oh my god, the paparazzi is still hanging out. Get out of here, really. Trying to disguise herself. Now she's trying to lecture him about jumping up on counters and tables. And he's learned not to jump up on counters and tables. Excellent. All right. Successful training, Phoebe. Good job. If you're wondering what this is called skillful sleep. Now, that's one of the reasons why Phoebe looks like a ghost, because apparently as you sleep, you can do a projection which will learn skills while you sleep. This was something new added into Businesses and Hobbies. Just a Mom That Sims told me about this, and I really like this. I don't use it all the time, but it's a good mastery perk to have, and you can pick up a lot of skills from the skillful sleep, especially if you have an overachiever. Okay, so it looks like Javi is finished with his meditation, or almost finished with his meditation. So he's going to go downstairs and turn in for the night. And of course, in real life, meditation can help you with a variety of things. I found it helps me in my life. I meditate daily, and there we go. He's levitating. Interesting. And now what are you going to do, Javi? Oh, he's going to... Yep. He's going to teleport into his bedroom. Oh, that's a good way of avoiding going down the stairs. Instant elevator. And there he is. And he's going to go right to bed now. All right, Javi, we'll see you in the morning. What's your problem? Oh, he's kind of going through a rough time. As you know, Javi's friend, his bowling friend, died, and he's having a really hard time with it. And Leah's going to give him a nice little snuggle. That, of course, is the bed cuddle mod from Mazurayuki and Pancake 1. I really like that mod a lot. It is Summer Day 4, Summer Fun Day 4, and on Summer Fun Day 4 we have drinks, and it looks like little Sonia has finally unlocked the crawl milestone, which is awesome. All right, way to go, Sonia. And that was one of the last milestones that Phoebe wanted to unlock. She's already known pull to stand, and she didn't have crawl unlocked, so I don't understand how you can do pull to stand and not have crawl. But apparently now she has crawl, and that's one of the last milestones we needed to have in order to have a happy infant. So now Sonia is on her way to being a toddler. Yay! Alright, so we'll have a party. Okay, it looks like I was mistaken. Looks like little Sonia does not have pull to stand done yet. So Leah, it looks like she wants to do that right now. So Leah's going to put her down on the floor. And little Sonia's going to go over to that couch and she's going to do pull to stand. And they're going to watch her do it. No, they're going to go outside and talk. Okay, so you'd rather go outside and talk than watch your daughter have an important milestone. Yeah, that's good parenting. Oh, no, they come back in to watch. Here they go. All right. Okay, so they're going to go watch, and looks like we're not going to have Sonia's birthday today. We'll probably have it tomorrow. A lot of ongoings today. A couple of things happened off camera. Phoebe took Sonia to see her grandparents today, both sets of grandparents. She had her see Bev's family. She had her see her family, Hayden and Rowan. It was a little too long, that's why I didn't show it in the video. But little Sonia has had a full day today, and it was so full they forgot to have the party today. So we're going to have the party tomorrow on Summer Fun Day 5. And as you can see, they're just about completed all the requirements for Summer Fun Day 4. They just need to have a couple more drinks, and then they'll knock it right out. So Phoebe's going to put down Sonia for a little while, and then take her upstairs to her crib to go to bed. And we'll catch up with them in the morning. Before the party, Phoebe decided to go out and visit her Aunt Bonita. This is Rowan's youngest sister, who's only a couple of years older than Phoebe. Actually, she's almost an adult now. And she lives with her father. They live in this house in Willow Creek. But Phoebe's maternal grandfather is a little strange. And by that, you're about to see why when he comes out of the house. So this is Phoebe's maternal grandfather, and honestly, I have no idea how this happened, because if you look at Phoebe and Rowan, oh, here it comes. All right, this is Cal M. Corpius. Phoebe, why did you do that to your aunt? That's not nice. And if you look at Cal, yes, he is a skeleton. I have no idea how a skeleton had a family, and a normal family at that. So yes, Cal had Scapula, Rowan, and Bonita, and that is Rowan's father, as you see in the family tree, making him Phoebe's grandfather. And unfortunately, Phoebe and her grandfather never had a very close relationship. And one of the things she wants to do on her bucket list, in fact, she hardly knows him at all, really, because Cal kind of was embarrassed about being a skeleton. And he never went to family gatherings. Rowan tried to get him out many times, but because of it, she kind of had a strained relationship with him. It was a difficult family dynamic. But Phoebe decided that one of the things she wanted to do on her bucket list was mend family relationships. So she came out here to see her grandfather, talk to him, let him know that she cares about him and would like to have a relationship. So she basically tells him, Grandpa, I'm kind of gloomy, which means that I'm very similar to you, since you're kind of horrific, and I write horror novels, and that kind of makes Cal proud, in a way. I mean, he is a skeleton, really. I got nothing on that. But she has mended the family relationship, and that has ticked off the item on her bucket list. That's not nice to do to your grandpa. All right, we'll catch up with Phoebe and back on the party. Today, we're actually having that party, so let's see how it goes. When Phoebe got home, she was always concerned about Sonia not being able to say words yet. But as soon as she got home, Sonia said, "Mommy," and that made Phoebe very happy. So her first word was unlocked, which was mommy. And that made her very, very happy to see that her daughter has unlocked all the milestones, and now more than ever, she is ready to have a party. And I think that's one of the reasons why Phoebe delayed in having the party, because she wanted to make sure that her daughter had all of her major milestones unlocked. So looks like we're going to have a party today. Okay, so let's get ready for the party. And as you can see, little Sonia has a new hairstyle. She's got pigtails because her hair was growing longer, so Phoebe put her in pigtails, which I think looks adorable. Again, they did not have the party tonight. Wow, they're delaying this party a lot. I guess they just want to make sure that Sonia has all of her milestones unlocked. So they decided to take in a pottery class instead. Sam was there, Leah and Javier there, her cousin Annika's there, Susie, Annika's mother, is there, and Claire showed up. And while she's talking to Annika and Claire, this guy passes by her, and he kind of like gave her a look, and Phoebe's kind of like, okay, hi. But she didn't really read too much into it, and she kind of thought, well, he is kind of cute. And he was really looking at her. So she decided to talk to him. And they had a really nice conversation. She found out he was really into pottery. He's been doing this a while. They started talking about pottery. Before she knew it, she was laughing, she was talking, she was having a great time. And they really enjoyed being with one another, just talking with one another. And Phoebe found herself in a situation where she was like, well, this is unusual. What should I do about this? And while they were talking, for whatever reason, this woman in the striped shirt decided she didn't like the fact that Phoebe and this guy were talking in pottery class, and she got kind of nasty with Phoebe and started saying some things. And she ended up being really rude and belligerent, but Phoebe didn't care. She was still having a conversation with this guy. His name is Wesley. Leah seemed to caught on to it. The hobby class was a gold medal. Everyone had a great time. And this woman just decided to throw her drink at Phoebe. And Phoebe's like, "Yay, what are you doing?" And instead of having a fight with her, she just brushed it off like, "Why don't you just go away or something, And Claire was like, "You want me to arrest her?" And Phoebe was like, "No, I won't do that." But Wesley found it kind of funny. And he even had to go to the bathroom really bad, and he decided to watch and see how this would turn out. Looks like they both have to go to the bathroom really bad. Oh my God. All right. Meanwhile, Leah's like, "Oh, now you want my autograph and you throw a drink at my granddaughter? Forget it. Get out of here." Because as you know, Leah is a famous engineer and has designed many things, and because of that, she's become quite famous. But Phoebe just decided, I'm not going to fight with this woman. I'm going to try to, many differences and maybe get her to talk to me and be a little nicer. But I don't know why she did that. Poor Phoebe. So anyway, Wesley says to her, "You know what? I really would like to see you again. You think we could hang out one night?" And she's like, yeah, what do you like to do? He's like, "Well, I also like to bowl." And she's like, "Oh, I've always wanted to try bowling." So he says, "Well, why don't we go bowling tomorrow night?" She's like, "Well, yeah, we'll go bowling tomorrow night." So again, Phoebe's going to delay the party by about a day. But you know what? It's something new for her, and she's kind of interested. And she's not thinking anything like romantic, because she really hasn't been out with anybody in a long time. And he's kind of fun. He's funny. Maybe he could be a new friend or something. And she's just like, "I'm having a good time just talking to him and getting to know him. And why don't we just go out on a get to know you kind of a thing and see how that goes?" So Sam over there is kind of like, "Oh, this is good. She's going out with somebody. This is good." And her grandparents are also happy. And of course, Phoebe wishes that, they hadn't been witnessed to this. But it is what it is. Now she's going to go ahead and put her pottery in the kiln. She made a candle holder. She's going to do an industrial glaze on it. Wesley is still looking at Phoebe. He's doing kind of similar thing there. And they're both enthusing about pottery, and they're having a great time. And she's going to go ahead and glaze her candle holder, and that will be her candle holder to take home. And if you see, he's done basically the same thing. And she's really enjoying this. She feels like she hasn't had a lot of fun in a while, and this has been a really fun night. So she's really excited about this, and she can't wait to do this again. And he's like, "Well, I can't wait to go bowling with you tomorrow night." And she's like, yeah, well, I can't wait either. So tomorrow night, that's what they're going to do. So Phoebe's out on a get-to-know-you date with Wesley. They are having some fun bowling. He's not the best bowler, neither is she for that matter. But it's going really well. She's looking around the room, seeing who's there, seeing if she knows anybody. And she doesn't see anybody she knows. And she's just having a really good time at this bowling alley. This bowling alley is one that I built myself. It's called the Bowling Pen. It's one of my favorite places to hang out in my game. It's kind of like a bowling alley slash karaoke bar and slash bar, and you can just have a really great time. I know the bowling alley in my town that was open for a long, long time, it recently closed, was basically the central hangout for most of the people in my town. And there was a bar there, there was food there, you could bowl, you could eat, you could listen to music, especially midnight bowl was always fun. We used to do that a lot in the 90s. But yeah, I just told you how old I am. Okay. So anyway, they're having a really great time bowling and really enjoying themselves. So Phoebe's just like, "So, what's your favorite music?" And he's like, "Oh, well, I like, Winterfest too." And, she's like, "Oh, that's great," And he's like, "So, what else do you like to do for fun?" She's like, "Oh, well, I love to write. How about you?" He's like, Yeah, writing is cool." She's like, yeah, I've written some books, really. And he talks about the books, and he realizes that he's seen some of her books because he likes horror books. So they're talking and having a really good time. So far, so good. It's it's going. It's not going to be, I don't think, a gold medal date because Phoebe doesn't want to push it too hard. By the way, if you noticed Addie come in, she did. And one of those guys sitting at the bar is her son. So guess which one it is. And the one that you think is the obvious one is not her son. Anyway, yeah, Addie is a big celebrity now in the future. She's, as I said, she's an agent. She works with a lot of high profile celebrities. Phoebe's one of them. So Phoebe's just like, hey, Addie, how's it going? And she's like, yeah, it's good. I got to get the hell out of here. These paparazzi drive me crazy and I got to take my son home. She's like, oh, okay, yeah. So what happened was somebody cursed and they didn't know who it was. So she's just like, yeah, that's awesome. Well, I hope that you have a great time. And Addie's like, yeah, okay, yeah. I'll see you later. I gotta go. And Wesley's like, wow, you know a lot of famous people. She's like, yeah, well, she's my agent. She's like, you have her as your agent? She's like, yeah, well, my godmother is this famous author who knows all these people, and, she hooked me up. Oh, who's your godmother? And then she tells her godmother is Nina Gabon, and he's like, wow, you do know a lot of famous people. And he's like, yeah. She's like, yeah, but it doesn't bother me. I grew up with it, so it's no big deal. So anyway, they're gonna go and get a drink. Hopefully, no one takes their drink. What are you trying to do, Phoebe? Order drink for. Yeah, order drink for. No, you should be able to order drink for the rest of the group. Why the hell is that not working? Weird. All right, let's catch up in a little while. Okay, so now they're sitting down, they're having a drink, they're talking. They're having a pretty good time so far. Wesley looks like he's having a pretty good time. And, they're just seeing how it goes. She's, like we said before, she's not looking to find anything really serious. She's just dipping her feet into the dating pool, kind of. And she sees that Addie is back, so she's talking to Addie for a little bit. Addie's also spying because she wants to see what's going on with Phoebe. And, oh, look at this. Phoebe's uncle stops by. Okay, so Phoebe's just like, damn, my whole family is stopping by and my agent. When am I going to get some privacy? So anyway, they're just having this really nice conversation. Her uncle is kind of like, maybe I should call her father and let him know what's going on. And Phoebe's just like, yeah, I bet you he's going to call my father and let him know what's going on. And look who shows up, her Aunt Claire. God, Phoebe, your whole family's turning out tonight. Well, this is a very popular place. Everybody likes going to the bowling pin. So she's watching and she's checking her out. She's not making herself obvious because she doesn't want to embarrass Phoebe. And Claire, of course, is kind of famous because she is the chief of police. So because she is the chief of police, everybody wants to take her picture. Everybody wants her autograph. And she's quite famous in the town. And she's a young chief of police. She got promoted pretty quick. So, but she's good at what she does, and that's why she became the chief of police. But anyway, Phoebe is just having a really good time, taking pictures, talking, and she's trying not to acknowledge that her aunt is here. And Claire kind of gets it, but Claire's also like, this is interesting. So she is going to give her aunt a hug and be like, hi, great to see you. What are you doing here? Well, I didn't know you were here, Claire said. I just came out to check things out. I'm on a stakeout. She's like, oh, okay. She's like, who's the guy? And then she does the air horn. But Phoebe doesn't mind because she's very mischievous herself, and, they totally get it. So right now they're having a nice conversation and just really enjoying themselves, and it looks like the date is going pretty well. Okay, wow. I didn't expect this. Gold medal get to know you date. Wow. Okay. So that's interesting. Well, looks like this date went pretty well for both of them. And I guess what they're going to do now is I think they're going to go grab something to eat. And romance satisfaction has begun. Okay. Interesting chain of events. I guess he got really tired and just passed out on the bench. Wow. That's not something you want to have happen to you on a date. You know, you're on a date with somebody and they get tired and all of a sudden pass out on the bench. Yeah, not a good sign. Meanwhile, Phoebe's just going to call for a taxi and be like, okay, I'm done. And she's going to go home, I think. Yep, she's going to go home. Okay, so she's going to go home. We'll catch her at home. Phoebe has just gotten home. She is a little hungry, so she's going to grab something to eat. Looks like everybody else is asleep. So she's thinking, okay, she can go upstairs and sneak up to her room. But look, the baby is awake and climbed out of her crib, and Leah is taking a swim. Looks like, and Javi's making something. And it's like 2:30 in the morning, and they've decided to do cooking and swimming, and there's a baby who climbed out of the crib. All right, well, you better go take care of your daughter right now. Looks like Leah's on the case. Yep, Leah's going to do super efficient infant care. Phoebe's going to go in and grab something to eat. What are you going to have? What are you going to have? What are you going to eat? You're going to eat some of those chocolate bunnies that are left over from Easter? Oh, no, you're going to have a nice salad. This is strawberry goat cheese salad. Oh, look at that. You got a nice photo. Okay, so she's going to have a strawberry goat cheese salad. That's from Little Bow Bub's Granny's Cookbook. I really like that recipe. It does fill you up, so I do use it occasionally in the summer. Also, in the summer, I personally like to eat lighter, and I think my Sims feel the same way, especially when there is a heat wave. Okay, so she's going to go ahead and do super efficient infant care one more time because apparently Sonia was not cooperative. So, oh, she looks so cute in those pigtails. Okay, go ahead and do that, Leah. Leah? Any day now? There we go. And of course, you get this ability once you hit parenting level 10, and it is a game changer, especially if you have a lot of kids in your household. You pick up the super efficient baby care, and it is, so much easier to manage. So that's where we're going to leave off the episode. We did not have Sonia's party in this episode. We will in the next episode. And I may even have another episode this week for you of A Young Widow's Journey. And if you like this series, please remember, like, share, subscribe, and always click notifications so you know when the next episode is coming out. And if you want to see more of A Young Widow's Journey, check out the playlist that I have attached. Or if this is your first time seeing the episode, review the other episodes too. I think you'll like them. And if you want to see any of my other content, check out the playlist that I have attached at the end of this video as well. Once again, have a terrific day or night. Big shout out to my Patreon supporters, especially Just a Mom Sims. Check out her channel. It is awesome. Take care. Bye-bye.